It's February the 8th, 2026. We're coming out to where goats have been blocked by a barrier here. They haven't been able to get through this gateway. They've been out in this other paddock, hoping everyone's here. I'm scanning and just looking at what I see and seeing if I sense anyone missing. I don't typically count, folks. I just look at them and see if anyone's missing. The planning of fencing and different access zones for goats is really important because it can be very complex and very time consuming and difficult if you don't plan things out well. You have to have the human access, the vehicle access, and then the goat access, and not have to mix things up too much. You know, that's been a problem with us because I go through these gates with the vehicle and I gotta open the gates, and if there's goats here, they're gonna go through the gates. So that's one thing to really plan for. You gotta think it all out. You gotta map it out before you actually build anything. But sometimes there's certain restraints. Well, hey, there's no other choice. Only real place to go through is that gate, you know, for the vehicles. And then, you know, the goats, they can always make smaller doors and things for them, smaller doorways. And, you know, those can be added. It doesn't take much space for a goat to fit through. I'm looking and I'm seeing a mama and her kid. I'm seeing an orphaned little white Bootsy. His mother died in the past year. I've got Bluebina. I've got, of course, our sire, Magnar. I've got the colored Angora. I've got the new Billy here. I've got Wilma the Weinheimer. And I've got Steffi and her son, Trumpster. And I got a little black pygmy. There's a few goats up the other way. I can't really tell you right now if there are some missing. But it's great that these ones are here. They shouldn't have been in this area, but they somehow breached through this gate when I left it open, or went around the other way where I haven't yet run it into the water. I got the wire there, but I think I left this open. They got through here earlier, and then so they got trapped back in here and couldn't get back home. But anyways, now they can come back home. Come on, goats. I don't think I'll go to the other property until it's a matter of necessity with dog attacks and such. It's been almost a nightly thing, so we're just going to hunker down and see if, you know, around 2-3 a.m. in the morning we start hearing more dogs bark, and then we'll head out this way and head over to the other property if need be to try to document the situation and see if they're breaching over on the property. Just observe them more and try to understand the nature of the predators. All right, goats, let's go. Come on. I don't go out at night with these dog attacks without my guardian dog, Ronan. He's right on top of everything here. He just saved my life this last week as I was attacked by 3 hounds or pit bulls or what. I'm trying to learn what kind of dog's what anymore. A lot of them kind of look the same to me, but I believe they're pit bulls. Come on, goats. They're moving slowly. Come on, goats. Very carefully. They don't like being out in the night like this, folks. They're very cautious, and they may be traumatized. I don't know exactly what goats are missing. I need to start doing more counting and such. It gets complex, folks. All right, come on, goats. Let's go back. I've got Ronin, and the only weapon I'm carrying is a cold steel machete. It's a special machete that's almost shaped like a golf club, and it's very effective for cutting down grasses and weeds and such. And it's one of the longer ones of the machetes that I have. So it's a good defense tool should ever it come to be necessary to defend myself. I don't flinch too much. It's the animal's got to really be attacking me to where I really feel it's attacking me for me to do anything to harm any animal. Because I realize very well that dogs play and dogs have their ways and they can move fast and such, and there's certain limits and then of respect and such. But when I'm dealing with, out here with dogs, I don't know, and I sense the killer rush. It's like I'm gonna have to swing this thing. And I'm gonna hate to do that, but look, these dogs are absolute killers out here. I was warned the first time I moved in here 6 years ago that they're killer wild dogs out here, and I was asked if it came down to it, you came up to meet with one of these killer dogs, would you have what it takes to kill it? It's interesting that was asked to me at that time when I'm just moving in here. I think it reflects on the people's experience that are out here, that they have encountered these dogs and they've made certain choices, and same time it could be some kind of a veiled threat, that my dogs could get shot. But my dogs cannot be considered by any of these people a threat. They very well know they're not a threat to them. They're purely defensive. There's no threat of these dogs going out and attacking someone like that, unless they were rushing up here to attack me like our friend Ronan did the other day. But still, he didn't tear those dogs apart. He could have. He was bigger and stronger, but he chased him down. It was like a game for him. He's very fit, folks. I mean, you may think he's thin, and some people comment and say our dogs are not, that they're thin or something. Well, look, these are working dogs. These are not sitting around couch potatoes in your home or anything. These dogs are fit. And this guy, I got videos showing when I drive back and forth between these properties, I can do it several times a day, and this guy's running right along with me at high speed with a smile on his face, folks. This ain't no domestic couch potato, folks. This dog can move, but it's just a beautiful dog, and it's friendly with kittens and ducks and the goats, and wouldn't harm anyone really, except in a purely defensive mode. And then he's got big teeth, big jaws with big clamping power on him, and he's getting bigger. He keeps growing. He keeps filling out. We got 6 more pups like him that are growing up. So it's purely defensive, and these hunters, they know that. I mean, they may be a nuisance to them because the dog may bark around our perimeter, and they might want to hang around near on our perimeter and shoot a deer right near our property. After all, our property is one of the few remaining that doesn't have deforestation completely. They've cut down all the trees, so definitely deer are hunkering down on our property. So we don't want no trouble with any of these hunters. We think there's mutual respect and a distancing. But recently there was someone right close, just right down there, and oh my gosh. Won't go into that here right now, but wow, talk about lack of communication, lack of understanding, and situation that results in drama. So we just focus on our fencing. There's just so much going into it, folks, and bringing up our dogs and just doing things right to defend ourselves out here and protect our own And at the same time, with all due respect to everyone else out there, all the wild animals, all the people, everything. So we're good people, right? Right, Ronan? Meh. He's listening. He's out here all night long, folks. There he is right now. You hear something down by that creek again where we've had the drama. The dog's bark never bothers me, folks. It never bothers me if I hear it in the night or something. It's not annoying to me. It's very welcome. I know he's working. But when he goes into a frenzy over it, when I can really hear him picking it up, there's a certain rapid fire, a certain tone, a certain excitement to it all where I can read that sound. I can know that there's something major happening, that there really is something that's a true threat, not just a little varmint. So it's nice to be in a smaller cabin without so much insulation. I can actually hear what's going on out here. I used to hear so many critters out before they cut down the forests and all the swamp trees, all the wetlands trees that had grown up, all the cypress and cedar and all. And wow, I used to hear so much out here with the wildlife. It was phenomenal. But now we can hear things over a little bit of a longer distance because there isn't all that insulation. I'm approaching one of our perimeters here right now down at the north end. So he can run right down there, very close to, the creek. It's just down there so many feet, and that is a different property, different hunting group, and source of recent drama. Anyways, I'm going to turn in. All the goats are going to turn in. Ronan's going to stay on guard and do his job. And if he makes enough noise out here and I can hear other dogs, I'm going to come out and try to see if we can catch some of them on the camera on our land and document this situation.